Welcome to the Gounie Podcast. Interesting chats with interesting people on our very interesting Red Sea shores. On this episode, we chat with Walaa El Husseiny, the Executive Director of the United Nations Global Compact Egypt Office, discussing sustainability, their agreement with the Gounie Film Festival, and more. So enjoy the talk, and don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Action! We're back right here in another episode of the Gounie Podcast in our amazing boutique Marina booth. And we are, gives me great joy and honor to say that this episode we are joined by Walaa El Husseiny, the Executive Director of the UN Global Compact, the Egypt Office. Walaa, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Safi. Thank you. I'm so much happy to be here with you today. It's my pleasure. And it's my first time at Gounie.
Wow, it's your first, and you end up right here on the marina.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, incredible time for you to say that this is your first time in Gounie. UN Global Compact, it's a newer initiative of one of many UN initiatives, and it's aimed at getting lots of corporations and companies to adhere to specific social responsibility guidelines and sustainability guidelines. I would love to know the story of UN Global Compact and when we got an office here in Egypt and how it's been going since.
Okay, this is very interesting, and this is what I'm doing all the time. Okay, talking about the Global Compact. So, as we know, the UN system works mainly with government, but in 2000 or 1999, Kofi Annan believed that in order to move forward, corporations should be responsible. That's why he launched the Global Compact initiative, which became an initiative in 2002. It's all about aligning the strategies and operations of the private sector worldwide with 10 main principles. The 10 main principles are the foundation of the sustainability, of the ESG, of the SDGs, and anything to come.
And they're divided into labor principles, environmental principles.
4 pillars, labor, environment, we are talking about anti-corruption and human rights. So name it, everything lies just inside the pillars. In Egypt, it was launched 2005. It's not really a new one, but it was mainly about raising awareness, small workshops. It was hosted inside other entities, so it didn't have the right freedom to work and to operate. 2022, we had a real relaunch for the Global Compact in Egypt. So that was the Global Compact Network Egypt new look, and new board members, and new everything. So this is when we started.
And how has it been? How have companies taken up the concept of aligning with some of the goals and the principles that you guys have set? And more importantly, what's in it for the companies?
Yeah, what's in it? What's in it for the companies? Yeah, this is a very important question. Yes, because sustainability, for companies, it looks like it's an expensive thing, although it's not. If it's done right, it's not. But companies it's normal that the private sector are always looking after profit. But sustainability, you need to pay, you need to take care of certain things, you need to plan differently. So it's all an added cost. So companies are not really willing to take this extra mile unless there is something in it for them. And nowadays, what's in it for them is getting a finance, getting partnerships, being acknowledged and noticed globally, being able to have good ratings so that they are well positioned regionally and on an international level. So these are the main drivers right now for companies. And another important thing is a new European trend towards enforcing sustainability KPIs and sustainability practices. We have witnessed since the beginning of this year many countries issuing new guidelines and new reporting guidelines. Stock exchanges worldwide are increasing the listing requirements. So because many of the companies here are in the supply chain of the main clients internationally, so there are certain mandates. So there's no other way than to be sustainable.
And as someone who has a long history in the field of corporate governance in Egypt and in the region, would you say enforcement versus motivation? Either we enforce this on the companies in Egypt or we motivate the companies in Egypt to take more sustainable approaches. Which one would you prefer? Or which one would you think would actually be more effective for us and for the economy?
Two different things,
Exactly.
okay? I prefer motivation.
Okay.
I don't like this imposing, no, I don't like this. But actually, sometimes you need to enforce. And we are not enforcing. We are not. We are a voluntary initiative.
Yes.
So we are not enforcing. We are motivating, and we are providing guidance and support and workshops and capacity building and policy advocacy. We are like a partner with the private sector throughout the sustainability journey of the company. So we're not enforcing. We are motivating. But sometimes companies are forced to do this to reach its goal and objectives. So it's the global trends that do this imposement. You will be surprised to know that most of our participants are really very passionate. They have real passion towards sustainability. They have real passion. And we are surprised. They're just calling us and telling us, we want to collaborate with you. What are you doing now? We want to be part of this. And they're really doing amazing. This year, no, not this year, like from 2022, due to COVID and due to the economic conditions.
And the political situations happening in the region as well.
Yeah, it's been very tough on companies, especially SMEs.
And this actually leads perfectly and segues into my next question. Having operated for a while in Egypt, has it become easier? Or the question is, how difficult is it to tell the difference between, as you say, partners and companies that are really invested in the issue of sustainability and maybe truly see that sustainability down the line is actually profitable, versus companies, I guess the term that is used is blue washing, that may want to associate and sign up for these programs to get the benefits that you mentioned of being aligned with such a prestigious world entity and agency. Has it become easier to differentiate between them?
Yeah. For now, it's pretty clear for us what's real and what's not. And to tell you, they're becoming now competing with each other, especially the new generation and the new CSOs, Chief Sustainability Officers. I think they're starting to compete with each other. And one thing the Global Compact has is that we issue a sustainability report online where everyone can see it, and the partners and stakeholders of different companies can just say, no, this company is not committed, this company is doing this for so and so and so, and this happens
Especially,
sometimes.
yes, because your agreements are non-binding.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So I feel companies know a competition is rising in the sustainability area, but the pressing challenges of the economic situation is really a very big challenge. And to tell you something, it always starts from the top.
Of course.
If the leadership doesn't have the buy-in for sustainability, it's very, very, very difficult for the sustainability team, even if very passionate, to do anything.
Of course.
And the CFOs as well plays a very crucial role.
They hold the taps.
Exactly.
They hold the taps.
Exactly.
And we're here in El Gounie, and it's your first time in Gounie, and what a great time to be here. It is the week of the El Gounie Film Festival.
Yeah.
And I was actually honored to attend a signing ceremony, an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, between UN Global Compact and Cine Gounie, aimed at getting them to have their filmmakers and their projects become more sustainable. Can you tell us a bit more about this agreement and what you're looking forward to see down the line?
Yes, for us, this is our achievement for this year. It's very, very, very interesting one for us. We've been thinking which industry we can work on to solve the awareness problem, because sustainability is not yet really spreaded everywhere. Maybe we used to have some sustainability habits in the past, but we were not calling it sustainability, you know. But with what's taking place and with the bad ethics that started to be to show, and with negative vibes, we started to lose it, or we are losing it. So we thought we need to do more to educate. We need to do more to reach the mind and hearts of everyone. We need to change behaviors with whom we can partner. So it's nothing more powerful than filmmaking.
Exactly.
So that's why we thought of, let's go for Gounie Film Festival. They're always thinking out of the box. They want to do real things, and we have potential together. So it just started here. And while talking to Amr Mansi and the team, it flied like that.
And I'm sure from Amr Mansi and the GFF team and the Cine Gounie team side, you received signs of cooperation instantly, and it's something that they understood, the importance of sustainability in their own work and their own industry as well.
Yes. They were like feeling there is a challenge how we're going to implement it, but it didn't really took so much time to talk and discuss, and they really wanted to do it. They just couldn't see how we can go there, but they really wanted to do it. They really wanted to have it behind the scenes, in the storytelling process, in the narrative, and it's going to be a unique thing and a first festival to launch this initiative, educating young filmmakers on how to embed sustainability practices into their businesses and into their operations, equipments, the way they are writing the story, the subtle messages that we need to communicate to change the behavior, to change the feelings, to change the mind, to change the culture. It's a very important initiative for us and for them.
Amazing. And I'm a small or a medium-sized enterprise in Egypt, or a corporation even, and let's say I would like to improve my sustainability record, or I feel very passionate about and I have a project or an idea that I can share. Is it possible? Do you invite people to get in touch with the UN Global Compact, and what will the conversation be like? What will the dialogue be like with these small, medium-sized companies?
We are reachable. We are reachable. Our contact is everywhere on the website. If a company is interested to join the Global Compact, just go to the Global Compact website and submit an application, and then the application goes local to our office, and the process just goes on. I mean, so we are available. Our contacts and our emails on the website. Our office is known, and we are open to anyone who wants to get to know us, partner with us, have an idea that he wants to share with us and to collaborate. So no, we are not just for our companies, on the contrary, and we do some events that we invite everybody. It's not only our participants. We have now a network of over 130 participants, but we do events which are open to everyone.
And having said that it's your first time in El Gounie, and El Gounie being one of the greenest and most sustainable little towns in the region, what's your impression? It's your first time.
I'm really amazed and I feel happy because I love nature. I don't like artificial things at all. So when I see places like this with this greenery everywhere, fresh air, I can see the sun, I can see the blue sky, I can see everyone happy, I can see very short buildings. I love this.
It feels closer to our sustainable and development goals.
Definitely. And Gounie is doing sustainability practices without really like talking about it or saying that we do sustainability practices. But I find everything sustainable, starting from the greenery, the consumption, the buildings, even the shapes and the looks of the buildings. It's like sort of keeping our identity.
And that is a great point. Practicing sustainability without noticing it. Sustainability as a term, I don't want to say may have gotten a bad reputation, but it's gotten a bit of a formal reputation.
Yeah.
While sustainability or istimrariya literally means only putting a cup and a half of water in my kettle to boil it, so I use less electricity and save up time, and it makes me save up money as well. So, and that applies across our life. Do you feel that in Egypt we're lacking awareness in that department, and we maybe need a friendlier term or a friendlier approach to push the concept of sustainability culturally?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, we do lack awareness, proper awareness. The awareness that would really motivate you, and doing it or using an approach that would really change your mindset and make you really want to change your behavior, not just provoking, or you're overusing the word, or you're just trying to show, oh, you're doing sustainability, this is greenwashing, I'm doing sustainability. No, that's not it. And we are a very smart population, so when we feel that there is something is being imposed on us, just to be imposed on us, just to match the global trends, we just get pissed off.
Yeah. Lastly, Walaa El Husseiny, Executive Director of the UN Global Compact Egypt Office, thank you very much for joining us on the Gounie Podcast. It was a lovely chat, and we hope to see more cooperations between you and other entities in Gounie and all around Egypt. And best of success to you and all your great work that you're doing.
Thank you so much, Safi. I enjoyed this discussion a lot, and I enjoyed Gounie, and I'm looking forward to have next year another podcast talking about how we are improving and what we did with the Gounie Film Festival.
I hope so too. Yeah. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
And cut.